Hey all, Taylor McGregor here with McGregor H2O. In the first two videos in this series, we talked about what inflow and infiltration is and where it comes from. Now I want to look at the question that really matters to the operators and utilities. Why is I&I such a big deal? At first glance, it might seem harmless. After all, it is just water entering the system. But once you start understanding how wastewater plants operate, it becomes clear why utilities spend so much effort trying to control it. The first issue is capacity. Every wastewater treatment plant is designed to handle a certain amount of flow. Pumps, pipes, clarifiers, aeration systems, and disinfection equipment are all sized based on the expected wastewater coming from the community. When inflow and infiltration increase the volume of water entering the plant, those systems can be pushed beyond their design limits. Operators may see large flow spikes during storms that stress the entire treatment process. Another issue is treatment performance. Wastewater treatment relies on biological and physical processes that work best within certain operating ranges. When excessive water enters the system, it can dilute the wastewater and shorten the amount of time the water spends in each treatment step. For example, clarifiers rely on settling time to separate solids from water. If flow increases too much, solids may not settle as effectively. That can lead to higher solids leveling, solid levels leaving the plant, and potentially impact permit compliance. Energy is another factor. Moving and treating water requires power. Pumps, blowers, and mixers all consume electricity. When large volumes of rainwater enter the system through I&I, utilities end up spending energy treating water that never needed treatment in the first place. Over time, that can significantly increase operating costs. Collection systems can also suffer. Pipes and lift stations are designed to move a certain amount of wastewater. When flows rise too high, systems can surcharge or overflow. In extreme cases, this can lead to sanitary sewer overflows, which utilities work very hard to avoid. Another impact is on long-term infrastructure planning. If a treatment plant sees high wet weather flows caused by I&I, engineers may be forced to design expensive plant expansions even though the community itself has not grown. In other words, utilities may have to build a larger treatment facility simply because rainwater is entering the sewer system. That is one reason many cities invest in I&I reduction programs. Fixing leaks in the collection system can sometimes delay or eliminate the need for expensive plant upgrades. From my perspective as someone learning this industry, inflow and infiltration is a great example of how everything in water and wastewater is connected. The treatment plant, the sewer pipes, the manholes, and the surrounding environment all affect how the system performs. Understanding that bigger picture helps explain why operators and engineers talk about I&I so often. This series is just the beginning of my learning journey in this industry, and in future videos I plan to explore more topics about wastewater treatment and the equipment used in those plants, and people who keep these systems running every day. This is Gregor H2O. Let's keep water moving forward.